What is going on, you guys? My name is Curtis with the Soul Dojo Gaming channel, and this is our first impressions review of Beast of Reincarnation. I've been wanting to get to this game. I'm a little late to it, but the review scores are officially out. They are all over the place. They're everything from 9s to even 5s, which is, I think, is a little bit crazy. But as I go through the first impressions, you'll kind of know and learn why they're all over the place. Now, this is a Souls-like game created by none other than the renowned Game Freak. Yes, Game Freak that is known for the Pokemon series. So they branched out. They're doing this Souls-like game. Look, my overall feeling of Beast of Reincarnation is that this is a it's a good, not great game. So in Beast of Reincarnation, you play as Emma, who is blight-stained, and the blight has basically taken over her heart. That's why she's very monotone, and she doesn't really have any emotions. That does affect her voice acting and her overall performance, and I'll get into some of the negatives of this game a little bit later. But basically, you are tasked with hunting down the Nushi in multiple zones, and you are headed to the capital to defeat the Beast of Reincarnation. In Beast of Reincarnation, you have these open areas, these open zones where you can explore and find strong boxes, find equipment to help upgrade your character and your equipment. You also have campsites that you can find and rest and replenish all the enemies around you. That's where like that Souls-like elements, that Souls-like formula kind of comes into play. I say this game is more like a diet Souls experience because it doesn't really have the same difficulty of it, and the character variety isn't as deep as other Souls-born games. This game to me feels like Sekiro with a little hint of Nier Automata. Just like in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you have this grappling hook. She uses her hair as a grappling hook to kind of traverse the open areas. It feels like Nier Automata to me because of the soundtrack, some of the score that the game presents. It just sounds like it, and also like the world is inhabited by like these robots. So the combat in Beast of Reincarnation is the star of the show. The game leans heavily on its combat. It's fast, it's fluid, it's frantic. The parry system is very satisfying. I will say sometimes the parry and the heal button don't register that well, but when it does, man, the parrying is really good in this game. Overall, the combat is really good. As you get further in the game, you can upgrade your swords and your equipment even more. You get more abilities, and it just makes combat just so fluid, and it looks awesome. Some of the finishing maneuvers are just great. You also have Ku, which is the dog companion of Emma. You can use, this is where kind of the combat does change a little bit because it's like a light turn-based thing that you do with Ku, where you slow it down, you press triangle or Y depending on what console you are on, and you can actually control Ku and what abilities that the dog uses, that he uses. So it does have a little bit of different levels to it. I've learned how to kind of let Ku just jump in the middle of a combination that I'm doing. So the combat overall, again, fast, fluid, it's very combination heavy, and I like it a lot. Besides the combat, you have some video gamey stuff. You can upgrade your equipment. You also have in your ship, I forget what the ship is called, but in your ship you can actually harvest like chickens. You can also plant seeds to get fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Eating and making meals and having Kakura provide meals for you is a big part of the game. It gives you certain buffs. That's one of the reasons to explore the open areas. So the game really does incentivize you to go out, explore, find more seeds, find things to cook with. So as you go through the game, you have a cast of characters that you meet. You have Brad, you have Kakura, you have Emma, of course, Ku, and then you meet other characters that I don't really want to spoil for you if you are going to play the game. Overall, I think the voice acting is very hit or miss. I mean, story-wise, the story's there. It's not a bad story. It's just the voice acting is not that good. Now, it's very monotone because Emma has... the blight has taken over her either her soul or her heart. The game tries to convince you with that, and she doesn't really have any emotions, but it just feels like the voice acting's just very monotone. Kakura's very monotone. Brad doesn't really add too much to the story either. It just kind of it stales up the story a lot, and just with the voice acting was just a little bit better. It's like nobody is, they don't have the enthusiasm to go save the world. Everybody's just very monotone, and it seems like they just really don't care. That's how the voice acting comes across. Again, Beast of Reincarnation is a good, not great game. I think you need games like this in the industry, of course. This game, I don't think it was supposed to be, in the running for game of the year. It's supposed to be better than Wolverine and maybe a GTA 6, but I think it was just supposed to be a good title to play with good combat, a story that's there at least. And I think that the game hit that. Maybe the developers wanted it to be more, but what I get from this game is it's good combat. The story is interesting enough. They could probably do a sequel after this. The voice acting is boring. It's very hit or miss. It's the overall performances of the characters are just not that good, and I don't really have a reason to even really care much about the characters. Overall, I like this game. I do like it. I'm probably going to finish it. I like the open areas. The Diet Souls-like formula is fine. It just feels like more of an action game than an actual like Souls-like RPG. That's just how it feels to me. And yeah, I think there's enough here to warrant a good game. I honestly do. Now, should you buy, wait for a sale, or skip Beast of Reincarnation? I think it is a wait for a sale. If you do have Game Pass, though, go ahead and give it a try and see if you like it. I think because of all the other games that are coming out, we still have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, we have Wolverine, we have GTA 6. There's still some other games that are coming out for Switch too. This game can probably just wait, maybe put it in your back catalog, get around to it when you can. Again, I think it's a good, not great game. I think it's a game that can offer something to any player, especially with the combat. It's really good. The story is decent. The voice acting is not. And the performance hopefully gets better with some updates. So overall, it's a sell for me. My name is Curtis with the Soul Dojo Gaming Channel. You can follow me on X at Kurt from the Dojo. And make sure you guys subscribe to the Soul Dojo as we are still getting our way to 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you guys get in the comments. Let me know if you guys have played Beast of Reincarnation. And I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Peace.